Hello everyone and namaskar. This is Dr. Sudarshan Sambajirao Pedge, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoological Associate Devani, your zoology companion, and welcome to my lecture. In the last lecture, we also studied the mechanism of enzyme action. After that, now today we will start about next topic, or today we will learn about next topic of our syllabus. That is the factor affecting enzyme activity. So there are several factors like pH, temperature, concentration of the substrate and the enzyme itself which affect the rate of enzyme action. Okay, so let's get started today's lecture. So first is the effect of temperature. Temperature plays a significant role in the rate of an enzyme action. We know very well. Okay, and that temperature, it will be the rises, the rate of chemical reaction increases due to an increase in the number of activated molecules. Okay, means the rises the temperature, that's that time the activated molecules, it will be the rises, or it will be the activated molecule. Okay, it is due to the temperature. Okay, higher temperature. Okay, there is an optimum temperature range we have seen here. Okay, the figure, that is the in that figure you have seen one particular increasing rate. It's the temperature has an increasing enzyme, it will be the easily active in the temperature that is 25 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, but in the thermal denaturation, it means the decreases temperature above the 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, it means the effect of temperature on enzyme. Okay, that is the effect of temperature on enzyme. Okay, there is an optimum temperature range you have seen here, that is the for each enzyme is between the, that is the uh, 25 to 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, so for most of the enzymes uh, remain inactive at a low temperature. Okay, and they are denatured and destroyed at high temperature. You have seen here, that is the one particular optimum range, that is the 25 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. After that, if it is a lower temperature, that time is inactive, as well as the higher temperature is also denature the enzymes, or denature the enzyme is the protein, and denature the proteins. Okay, so the rate of enzymatic reaction is increased twice or thrice for each 10 degrees Celsius rise in temperature. Okay, you have seen here, if it is a temperature increasing at 10 degrees Celsius, that time enzyme rate of reaction is the increase twice or double or triple for each 10 degrees Celsius temperature. Okay, this change in rate per unit temperature is termed as temperature coefficient. Okay, that is the rate per unit temperature changes, that term is called temperature coefficient of the reaction. Okay, and is expressed as the Q10. Okay, so this is effect of temperature on enzyme. Another next is the effect of pH. Okay, so every enzyme has its own optimum pH, and it varies according to the nature of the enzymes. Okay, one particular every enzyme has one particular varied pH, and they have according to the nature of the enzyme. Okay, so all enzymes are proteins, we know very well, and pH ranges influences the ionic composition of their amino and carboxylic group. Okay, so therefore significantly influence the catalytic properties of an enzyme. Okay, the optimum pH for pepsin varies from 1.5 to 2.9. Okay, highest pH pepsin enzyme is active in the 2.9. Okay, after that pepsin is not active on higher range of pH. Okay, another next is the trypsin. Trypsin is active in the 8 to 9 pH. Okay, as well as next is the amylase. Amylase is active in the 6.5 to 7.2 pH, right? And all enzymes is inactive in 1 pH as well as above 13 pH. Okay, that is the inactive nature of all enzymes. Okay, so you have see here there is the uh, example, there is a figure of uh, activity of urease in a phosphate buffer. Okay, in that urease is the one particular pH is nearly about 7 pH. Okay, and they have active in the only 7 pH. You have seen in the graph, in that graph urease his optimum pH is 7. After the 7 the urease is denatured or inactive or collapse the graph. That is the indication of, or that is the one particular sign of effect of pH on the enzymes. Okay, so this is for the effect of pH on enzymes. Next is the effect of enzyme and substrate concentration. Okay, enzyme and substrate concentration. In the when abundant substrate is present, when abundant substrate is present, the rate of an enzyme catalyzed reaction is proportional to the concentration of the enzyme. Okay, however so when the enzyme is present abundantly and the amount of substrate is small, the rate of reaction is proportional to the substrate concentration up to the beyond point. Okay, so it means the one increase in the rate of reaction can be obtained by increasing the substrate concentration. Okay, the increase in the rate of reaction can be obtained by the increasing the substrate concentration. Okay, that is the one particular effect of enzyme and substrate concentration. It means the if it is abundant substrate is present, that time enzyme catalyzed reaction is proportional to the concentration of the enzyme, as well as the abundant enzyme is present, that time substrate is small, the rate of reaction is proportional to the substrate concentration up to the point beyond. Okay, so you have seen here molar concentration of sucrose, first figure. In that figure one particular rate of reaction is increases, and that will be the form of a sigmoid shape graphs. Another graph mentioned here, the rate of an enzyme catalyzed reaction is proportional to the concentration of the enzyme. Okay, in the urea concentration you have seen here that abundant substrate is present, that's why the rate of enzyme catalytic reaction is proportional to the concentration of the enzyme. Okay, however when the enzyme is present abundantly and the amount of substrate is small, the rate of reaction is proportional to the substrate concentration now up to a point beyond. Okay, you have seen that is the pH 5 is there. Okay, as well as the pH 5.9. Then the if it is the abundant substrate is present, that's why the catalyzed reaction is proportional to concentration of the enzyme, as well as if it is the enzyme is present abundantly and the amount of substrate is small, the rate of reaction is proportional to the substrate concentration up to one particular point. Okay, so this is effect of enzyme and substrate concentration. So this is it for today. We will see next topic, we will see later on. Thank you very much.